Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. This is Stacy Harder, and I am reading the last chapter, chapter 13, from Many Were Called, Few Were Chosen, the story of Mother Earth and the Earth-Based Volunteers by Dr. Heather Harder. And again, this is the final chapter. This is chapter 13, Directions for Awakening. Many years ago, it was said that for every 1,000 people who came to the earth with a mission, only one will awaken to that mission. For every 1,000 light workers who awaken to their mission, only one will have the courage and the faith to carry out that mission. The following suggestions are given to help volunteers both to awaken to their divine mission and to develop the courage to fulfill it. I trust they will be helpful. The directions for awakening are clear and can be used by all people of all ages. These steps will awaken humanity to its greatest good, as well as the greater good of Mother Earth. They will reunite humans with their Heavenly Father, Mother, God, and his or her, its loving vibration. They will also awaken the Earth-based volunteers to their prearranged mission on Earth. Talk to the Heavenly God Source. Take time to talk to the God Source, for all is heard. This can be accomplished in the form of conversation as you drive or go about your daily routine, or throughout a more formal prayer. The choice matters not, for either way, you are recognizing and acknowledging the God's force presence in your life. You are calling in that vibration. You are bridging the divine frequency with your thoughts. This will have a positive effect on your own vibrational frequency. With each communication, either formal or informal, the relationship is strengthened. Ask for help. Ask for help. Remember that God or any of the divine servants can do nothing unless you request help. For free will is the divine law. They would never intervene without a request. Ask for help. Ask to be shown the way. Ask for clarification of your purpose. Ask for this or something better, for my highest and best good, and the highest and best good for all concerned. Let me read that again. Ask for clarification of your purpose. Ask for this or something better, for my highest and best good, and the highest and best good of all concerned. By using this phrase, when you ask for something, you are recognizing that there is a higher view than your earthly eyes allow. You are giving those who have a better vantage point an opportunity to work on your behalf. You are allowing the God essence and the heavenly guardians to assist you while you are in the physical. When the time comes that you feel you are ready to surrender personal will to divine will, know that you must surrender 100% to really be of use. God needs to work through many helpers on beloved Mother Earth to achieve the desired end. Each becomes the right hand of God, allowing the God Source to work through him or her and help anchor heaven to earth. Reciting the Lord's prayers and divine intent assist with this process. Give thanks. Give thanks, for prayers are always answered. An attitude of gratitude assists you in opening to a higher and greater world of abundance. Know that whatever comes into your life is for your best and highest good. Always look for the good and the needed lesson in every situation, no matter what it looks like or how painful the experience. Recognize the lessons in the lives of others. Do not judge either your or their experiences. Simply accept the lessons, and as you raise your vibrational frequency, you will no longer have need of many of them. Know that you may be choosing to experience something unpleasant so that you may help someone else later on. Learn to exist in your state of center. Centering yourself is the art of utilizing your physical energy so it is in harmony with your spiritual energy. It is the process of connecting into the physical you with the God source. It can best be compared to driving a car with manual transmission and changing gears. Imagine driving your car in first gear all the time. Think of how the engine would struggle to keep up the speed, and of the added stress that it is an appropriate gear would cause the engine. This is nothing wrong with first gear. It is appropriate for low speeds, but when you get up to 10, 15 miles per hour, you had better know how to shift if you want to take care of your car. When your engine gets to these higher speeds, it is time to shift. People accustomed to driving a manual transmission don't need to look at the speedometer. They know through their familiarity with the sound of the engine that it's time to shift. They become attuned to it and respond to its unspoken needs. Each engine is different, requiring shifting at slightly different times, so each driver must listen and respond accordingly. Now it's time to become familiar with your physical body and its engine. Centering is the process of shifting gears in your physical body. Most people have been running their engines at a relatively slow speed, a first gear of sorts. It may not feel like you have been going slow, but in the cosmic sense, you have. Because of the speeding up of time and the other subtle energy shifts, most people are now feeling the need to shift to a higher, more comfortable gear. Centering is this process of doing just that. The process of physically shifting gears is like the car engine that speeds up when the gears are shifted, but sounds slower. The faster you go in your center, the higher your frequency, the more still you become, much like the gyroscope in the center of an ocean liner stabilizes it in the face of buffering or buffeting waters. I've never heard that term. Buffeting water, waves. Buffeting waves. You become immersed in the stillness and in the internal place of peace. It is the place where the joy that passes understanding can be found. Next time you are feeling stressed, take a moment to focus your attention on how you are feeling physically. Pay attention to your heart, lungs, emotional well-being, and your mind. This will help you know what your body feels like when it needs centering. More than likely, even though you are used to this physical condition, you are racing your engine and it is desperately needs to be shifted. Instructions for centering are simple and straightforward. Just do it. Move to your center. It can appear in your imagination like a beach, or woods, or even a void. You can say the words, I move to my center and place of power. You can think the thoughts or just know that you have done it. All techniques are equally powerful, for it is your intent that makes it happen. Feel your feelings now. For an added boost, take 3 deep breaths, each time focusing on breath in divine will. So you breathe in divine will, universal harmony, and or Christ light. You may use any image or word that you desire for all the things that are of the same source. Consciously breathe out anything that does not serve you. After the 3 breaths, stop and again sense how you feel. This is what you feel like when you are in divine harmony. As you do this more often, you will begin to sense when you are out of connection. Thus, you can learn to recognize when you need to shift. Eventually, the time will come when you are always in your place of center and divine connection. Take time to listen. Take time to listen to the wee small voice. This can be as simple as lying in the bathtub, clearing your mind, and allowing your consciousness to float along. Be ever receptive to thoughts that float into consciousness awareness. Meditation, which is a more formal form of listening, may also be used. Meditation has many forms. It matters not which you use. Anything that permits you to still your mind for at least 3 minutes will serve this purpose. Have no expectations. Listen with your heart, soul, and inner guidance. You may gradually feel the need for longer periods of silence. Do not become concerned because you have friends that see vivid images during their meditations and you see nothing. Remember that each person has different needs and has developed different skills over many lifetimes. Trust you have what you need and they have what they need. If your quiet time allows you to feel less stressed and more at peace within yourself, the meditation has served its intended purpose. Nor should you become concerned if you drift off to a sleep during times of stillness. It may be that your conscious mind feels you are not ready for a conscious awareness, thus blocking your awareness. It cannot, however, block the experience. Trust that it is happening for your best interest. Still the conscious mind. A mind out of control is like carrying around a backseat driver. You can be talking to a friend and the mind chatters, look at that. Do you believe that hair? Boy, she looks old. Wonder if she's got back with her husband. In this situation, the mind actually separates you from the experience. Another place where you may notice runaway mind is at the theater. You're trying to enjoy the movie, but it but it chatters. That actress could do a better job. Did you see that? Was that fake looking? That was dangerous. If there was someone sitting next to you, you wouldn't hesitate to tell them to be quiet, but you allow your mind to ramble without limits. Yes, it is possible to still the mind. Use the steps listed above, and you will feel the difference. You will be able to experience life and people without all the distractions by bringing your mind into balance. You will find that if it will become more available to assist when needed, but not so invasive in your experiences. If you have difficulty stilling the mind, talk to it lovingly, but firmly. As a loving parent would talk to a disobedient child, tell it why it is important for it to be still and why this is the best interest of all. If this does not work for you, ask for help. The mind has been given the job of guardian to the gates of knowing. This powerful position determines what is known and not known at the conscious level. This power can be intoxicating and hard to relinquish. The mind may not readily and willingly give up this powerful position. You have free will and you have the right to choose, so persist if it is your highest good. Next, follow your inner guidance. Follow your inner guidance. Trust your intuition. Ask for discernment in your everyday life. Allow truth to enter your consciousness. Do the thing that you know to do. Take action if action is called for or requested. Rest if you feel the need to rest. Eat, sleep, work, and play based on the dictates of your inner voice, not by established routines or the desires of others. As you make a commitment to God to cooperate with divine, will be receptive to directions. If your heart is sincere, the directions will come. Then your level of trust will help you to follow directions given. Next step. Maintain integrity in all you do. Maintain integrity in all you do. Now is the time to maintain personal and professional integrity is everything you do. Integrity has been defined as having your belief and value structure in agreement with or in harmony with your behavior. Now is the time to walk your talk and talk your walk. Over the next few years, everything out of integrity will fail. If you say you follow your inner guidance, yet you do not follow that wee small voice because you are afraid of what others will say, then you are out of integrity. If you admit to having difficulty following your inner guidance and then don't follow it, then you are in integrity. If you believe you are living in the vibration of unconditional love, but allow all sorts of earthy and conflicts to disturb you, you are out of integrity. Whereas if you recognize the conflicts as lessons and in letting go and don't allow these challenges to disturb your inner harmony, then you are in integrity. If you say or believe you are an honest person, but freely alter the truth to fit your needs, you are out of integrity. If you know and admit to yourself that you say what needs to be said to fit your purpose, then you are in integrity. If you feel angry towards someone and yet pretend to be loving towards them, you are out of integrity. Whereas if you recognize and honor your angry feelings and deal with them, which doesn't imply taking action towards the other person, but just being honest in your dealings with them, then you are in integrity. If you do not feel like giving someone a hug, yet do it anyway, you are out of integrity. If you do not feel like giving someone a hug and own and respect your feelings, you're in integrity. If you say yes when you want to say no, you are out of integrity. If you go along with something you know is not right, you are out of integrity. If you confront it and or refuse to be a part of it, then you are in integrity. Integrity is a very important part of the new day on Terra. All must move into integrity to carry the highest vibration. Integrity does not imply that you must be perfect or above reproach, but it does mean that you must be responsible for every thought, word, and deed and always be in harmony with your beliefs. The art of talking out of both sides of your mouth will no longer be acceptable. Okay. Maintain the vibration of universal love. Maintain the vibration of universal love. All right, maintain the love vibration at all times. At first, this will be very difficult. Do your best and ask for help. Gradually, you will be able to stay in the love mode for longer and longer periods of time. When you fail to feel love, investigate to find out why. These can be important lessons for your own growth. Periodically stop and ask the angels, higher self, or friends from other dimensions to fill your totality with love. As you feel these wonderful sensations, for they always respond, give thanks and act in a way that maintains these feelings. This is somewhat like walking while balancing a book on your head. It is difficult at first because it causes you to concentrate on the act of walking. It becomes easier with practice. You must allow the love essence to come through you at all times. Your inner being is all love essence. The physical body tries to contain the love, but it must not be contained. It is to be broadcast to the wind, earth, and every energy from it contacts. And every energy form it contacts. Love spreads and grows the more it is allowed freedom of expression. You must never try to hold it back. Earthians have held back the love essence much too much already. Free yourself from any vibrational frequency which serves you not. There are many forces, both intentional and accidental, that serve to prevent you from moving into your highest frequency and your place of power. Becoming aware of how you feel when these lower vibrational forces are influencing you is the first step in freeing yourself from their bondage. A simple prayer or affirmation can do the trick. Use this one as a sample. It will do the job for you. Feel free to alter it in any way that feels comfortable. I am a child of the universe. As such, I am worthy. I deserve good, and I call to me all that is my highest and best good, and the highest and best good for all concerned. Protect me from all that dims my light or slows my steps. Let me be influenced only by those things that will further my growth and assist me to know truth. If I have allowed anything or anyone that no longer serves me to influence me, I demand that I be released from that influence and that it or they never again be allowed to bother me. I surround them with love and send them to their highest good, as I do with anything or anyone that tries to slow my progress or interferes with my earthly experience. So be it, and it is done. There's a power in three, so I recommend repeating this 3 times. You are welcome to begin this prayer affirmation with a dear God and end with an amen if you like. It matters not, as God hears all your thoughts and words anyway. Also, you may want to say it every morning and evening until its truth is your truth. You will feel how long it takes. Accept the reality behind the illusion. Accept the reality behind the illusion. When your life is closing in on you, remind yourself that this is all a game designed to help you grow. Stop and determine why you would have brought this to yourself, for truly you did. Ask yourself, what am I trying to learn from this experience, person, or event? Send love to the situation or person who is triggering unpleasant reactions in your life. These things have come into your life as a guest by your invitation. These invitations usually are not made on a conscious level, but the law of free will dictates that these situations could not affect you without your consent. Know that every strong emotional reaction illuminates a lesson in your life and is an opportunity for growth. People around you love you enough to reflect that which you will not examine in your own life. They are neither positive nor negative. If the attribute you react to were not present in your own being, it would go unrecognized in someone else. Therefore, it is important to notice your reactions to others. Which of your personal attributes appear to stand out the most in others? What lessons do they contain? Help others only when help is requested. Help others only when they request your assistance. Know that others too are on a personal journey, and although you may think you know what is best for them, truly you do not. By the same token, those of the highest realms are bound by these same laws. They may help you only if you ask. So do not hesitate to ask when help is needed. Do not limit your asking to your physical friends. Ask the universe for. There are many friends in different dimensions who are willing to help. Do all that you can to meet your own earthly challenges, as this causes growth. When needed, ask and allow others to serve you and assist you through your challenges, as this assists them with their own growth. Service is a large part of the earth lesson, and by serving others and allowing others to serve you, you actually assist the healing of the vibrational frequency on this planet. Just as you've chosen your mission, so they too have chosen theirs. Trust all that is. Trust all that is. Trust your own wisdom. Trust the wisdom of the divine will. If you feel you made a less than best choice, simply choose to choose again. Do not beat up yourself because you failed to live up on your own unrealistic expectation. Perfection exists only in the movies. It is the content of your heart that is the most important. Do not concern yourself with the thoughts of others, for they too are operating in the physical and thus have limited vision. Instead, concern yourself with the God force's loving purpose for you. Remember, you are to be a model with your life. You are to be a beacon of light for Earthians to use for their highest good. You are not to judge their use of this light. You are not to judge. Every judgment will take you farther away from God's will. Release fear and judgment. Release fear and judgment. Learn to recognize fear and judgment as downward vibrational adjustments. Then simply choose not to have them. If you do feel the feelings associated with fear and judgment, allow them and then move beyond them. Fear lowers your frequency and judgment alters it. Both serve no one and cause great damage to the person and beloved Mother Earth. Fear and judgment keep humans from moving into their full power. Fear and judgment put Earthians in a vibrational state which makes them open to control. Choose to release fear and judgment from your vibrational field. When you feel fear's paralyzing effect on your energy system, do whatever you can do to get your energy moving again. Sing, dance, move, or pray. All these will get your energy going, which dispels fear and its effects. Trust that what you do is right for you. You can always ask the angels for help. They do love to be of assistance. If you catch yourself moving into judgment, especially against self, then choose again. Release the judgment with love. See it as a thought form moving into the light, where it is transformed to a thing of beauty. You may also feel the need to pray or affirm. I am a child of God, and as such, I am perfect. I accept who I am and what I am in this moment. I am open to changes as I learn the lessons life offers me. I am aware that if I knew everything about everything and had reached a state of perfection, I would have no need of the lessons earth offers. I accept who I am fully and trust that I do my best in all situations. I am always open to growth and to know that every day in every way I am getting better and better. I accept and honor myself and all that I am. So too do I recognize that all on earth are doing the best they can. They too are here for growth, and therefore I move from judgment of others into total acceptance. I honor their path. The infinite intelligence created diversity on Mother Earth, and therefore I recognize the wisdom of diversity. I accept that there is no one right way, but a variety of ways to learn. Some may choose pain and suffering, whereas others choose a softer, gentler way. I look at the paths of others only so that I may be better aware of how I can serve humanity and Mother Earth. I am what I am, and I allow all that I can be to take expression. So be it. And it is done. Honor and respect all paths and all life forms. Honor and respect all paths and all life forms. All creation is holy and a part of the God source. Therefore, to show dishonor to any of them is to bring dishonor to the God source. Native Americans chose to walk in harmony with all creation. We are fast approaching a time when this must be done again. To walk in disharmony with totality is to self-destruct. We are moving into a vibrational pattern that will not allow any form of disrespect to be shown to another. No longer will we be able to deny the personal power and influence of women or ethnic and religious minorities. No person will be able to increase his or her power by suppressing another's. All people will be honored regardless of age, weight, sexual orientation, or planet of origin. Plants, animals, and minerals will be honored for their role on this planet. All must be recognized and respected for their great gifts. Build constructive and productive thought bridges. Build constructive and productive thought bridges. The Earth-based volunteers must now become fully aware and responsible for all their thoughts. This is the time when all Earthians' energy is speeding up, and this is causing thoughts to become more powerful. Thoughts are a basic form of creation and carry a great influence on this planet. To think is to create. To think on someone or something is to build an energy bridge to that person, place, or event. A bridge allows energy flow in both directions. If you open yourself via your thoughts to a lesser light, you allow that lesser light into your existence. If you flood that being with light and love and then close the bridge, you have allowed your energy to impact theirs without allowing them to influence yours. If you read, watch, and think about tragedy. You allow that vibrational reality into your life. If you read, watch, and think about love, peace, and harmony, the God source, and so on, you allow that vibrational reality into your life. With each thought you have, you are both sending and receiving a vibrational energy that may or may not serve you. Each thought is a choice. You are responsible for all thoughts, whether they are intentional or not. One technique for truly becoming responsible is to speak aloud all your thoughts. This requires much courage and commitment, but it does make you fully aware of your thoughts. The time is quickly approaching where all will know your thoughts through your energy patterns. There will be no deception on earth, as your intentions in all situations will be fully obvious. Prepare now. Laugh at life. Laugh at life. Life is a grand game designed by a loving and giving creator source. The God essence gives you whatever you want for playing this earthian game. Therefore, it is your responsibility to ask for all that is good and helpful for you and your fellow earthians. Laughter helps to change your perspective of life. It loosens the self-forged chains in which humanity has wrapped itself. You serve humanity well when you can inspire laughter. Do not take life, yourself, or God's mission for you too seriously. Keep your life in balance. Keep your life in balance. There is sometimes a tendency to run off to a mountain peak or a solitary cave to continue your spiritual growth. Your progress will have the most impact if you keep your life in balance. You need to learn to harmonize your physical, mental, and spiritual growth. You have a physical body that eats, sleeps, feels emotions, cleans the floors, and senses the earthly world of illusion through manifested thought. None of these are good or bad, they simply are. Experience them, but do not become entrapped by them. Feel the pleasure and the comfort. Allow yourself to experience the abundance that life has to offer. Physical existence was never meant to be a life of hardship and lack. Pamper your body. Balance play with work, leisure with effort, and learn to appreciate each aspect for its unique contribution to your growth. You have a mental mind that enjoys thinking, reasoning, learning, and growing. Use it. Turn your heavy-duty problems over to your mind before retiring to bed. Review the details and outline the problem. Let your mind work on the problem as you sleep. Upon arising, or when you at least expect it, the solution will pop out of thin air. Thank your mind and show your appreciation, for this is purpose for which it was intended. Your spiritual growth also needs to be a part of a balanced life. The earth-based volunteers came to be a part of the earth experience. Therefore, no matter how advanced you become, you are still expected to be a normal person. You may still need to keep your job, wash your dishes, and take out the trash, and other such mundane skills and tasks. You may feel the need to read, meditate, sing, take classes, or pray all day. Remember, for all things there is a reason. Keep your life in balance. Excess in one area may slow your progress more than help it. You may feel the urge to go out and preach to the world. This too may be counterproductive. Your loving, balanced life will be the model that most helps the world. And the world begins with your children, family, neighbors, and coworkers. Share your love, and the rest will take care of itself. You will serve your spiritual growth and your God essence best by learning to love unconditionally. This, of course, comes from listening to your inner guidance. Do not be surprised by a shifting of your priorities. The important thing of yesterday may not be the important things of tomorrow. You will feel a shift from outer reality to inner reality. You may find the goals you made for yourself last week no longer important today. Relax and go with the flow in the new direction. Remember your source. Remember your source. Finally, as you drift off to sleep, remember who you really are. A child of the God source, a spark of the pure God essence. See yourself as the light of the radiant one. Visualize yourself as a being of light. See yourself removing the crusty layers that you have wrapped yourself in for so many years. Feel the vibrations shift as you hold this thought. Awaken to all that you are and all that you can be. Awaken to your divinity and mission. Mother Earth needs you. So be it. There are many excellent books, tapes, and people who have much to offer. Those that are of the highest source remind you that the only way to reach your full potential is to go within, 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 go. If you've been here, that completes the reading of Many Were Called, Few Were Chosen. The Story of Mother Earth and Earth-Based Volunteers by Dr. Heather Harder. Thank you so much for being a part of this. It's a really special book, and it's fun being able to read it to you. Feel free to like, subscribe, share if you feel called. Feel free to put questions up if you have questions. If you want to do a conversation on follow-up, we can do that too. Dr. Heather Harder is my mother, if you're not aware of that. And as of now, every Thursday, we do a free Zoom call that allows you to have cosmic conversations. And every week is a little different. It's very much a live Q&A format. Sometimes we'll have an idea or theme, and it's usually for me, kind of what's happening in my week, because as I am here on earth, I find what's going on in my life is also going on in yours. So feel free to join us. You can go to my website at stacyharder.com. You can find me on Instagram as well as here on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being on this planet in this time, in this moment, that we've got this. And remember, the best thing about this life is we choose everything. In this moment, I choose love. I choose me. And I have found more than anything that going within is our gift. Going within is our source. It's our connection to that divine of who we are and what we are. Those moments where we feel so, it's because we haven't literally stepped into our oneness and our beauty and our wholeness. And everything about what we are, our imperfections are our perfections. So trust, nothing is by accident. I love you. Thank you. I hope today and every day from this moment forward, you choose to live in your magic, in your wholeness, and in your divinity, and to live your best and highest potential possible. Thank you for being of service. Thank you for being an honoring. And I just feel so appreciative to be here in this moment with you all. So thank you. Love and light. Like and subscribe. Love you.